everyone, welcome to Markets at Money Control. I'm Rakshita Madan and we'll wrap up the day's trading action for you on this bulletin. Let's look at the headlines first. The recently formed Prime Minister's Economic Advisory Council meets today, says will work on monetary policy and fiscal framework. GIC RE IPO subscribed 72% so far on day one, and Ola raises $1.1 billion in fresh funding. Time for the markets chat now. Joining me is Money Control editor Santosh Nair. Hi Santosh.
Hi Rakshita.
Markets are finding it very difficult to hold on to the higher levels. So what is the mood like on the street?
Rakshita, some bit of nervousness as the second quarter earnings season gets underway. There's been no major change in fundamentals as such. Liquidity flows are strong, but probably some disappointments on the earnings front could once again raise the issue of expensive valuation. It's generally agreed that the market is a bit expensive at these valuations because earnings have been under pressure for quite some time now. The Nifty once again struggling to hold above the 10,000 mark. Yesterday also you saw a loss of momentum, and today you saw again the index slip below that to close around 9980 levels. Now today much of the weakness was seen in second line shares, not so much in frontline shares. You had most of the NBFC stocks coming under pressure, taking quite a bit of beating there. So the mood is once again slightly cautious. It's not negative, but a lot would now depend on the kind of earnings numbers that would flow in over the next few sessions.
Right. PSU banks were the worst hit today. So what's happening in that sector?
Rakshita, again with the earnings season now underway, probably the whole issue of bad loans, NPAs and provisioning would once again come to the fore. Also the initial set of numbers that have come in. Yesterday you had South Indian Bank reporting a 96% drop in quarterly net profit. Today Lakshmi Vilas Bank's numbers too were short of market expectations, down net profit down by close to about 84%. In most of the PSU banks at least the numbers are likely to be quite weak. Private sector banks may still post a decent set of numbers, but that again is discounted. So probably there's some bit of nervousness. You're seeing traders cut down their positions just to be on the safer side. Not that the problem of NPAs has come as a big surprise. It was always there. So it's just probably traders trying to play it safe.
Right. The only sector that was winner today was the IT sector. Clearly investors are positive before the TCS numbers tomorrow, right?
So Rakshita, in the case of IT sector, the sector has been underperforming for quite a while. The concerns are only well to known. The growth is just not there. But on the positive side, these stocks are not overowned at these levels because of all the pessimism around the sector. It looks like if the numbers for a few companies are good, probably you could see some bit of at least short-term buying interest in the stocks. Again, traders probably trying to load up on these stocks, anticipating that the numbers could be at least better than expected. The rupee has been weak over the last month or so, so that could probably bump up the earnings a little bit during this quarter.
Right. Let's look at the top losers and gainers of the day.
So the worst performing stocks mainly from the banking sector. The PSU index was down by close to about 2%. The Nifty bank index was down about 1%. You had oil marketing companies doing well today. IOC, BPCL, HPCL were all up close to about 1%. Bharti Infratel and Bharti Airtel, both the stocks did well. Infratel rose about 5% and Bharti Airtel about 3%. There was a media report that KKR might be interested in buying out the tower business of the group. Metal stocks were under pressure, so were pharma stocks. Also some bit of result related activity. Goa Carbon shares rose a little over 2%. The company's second quarter numbers were better than expected.
Right. Thanks a lot for that, Santosh. With that, it's a wrap on this edition of Markets at Money Control. For more news, views and updates, stay logged on to moneycontrol.com.